Hey guys, and I've just got back from work and the gym, and this lovely parcel has just arrived for me. I would try and add some kind of mystery and be like, let's see what's inside, but I'm gonna say that the logo on the front of it kind of gives it away. As I've been saying for the past few videos, and also why it's now 2017, I figured that it would be a good idea to actually try and improve my nutrition again. And one way I'm going to be doing that is with supplementation. Obviously, I'm going to be trying to get most of my nutrients from real food, but because I lead such a busy life with work and the gym and all sorts of other things, supplements such as these will actually make it a lot easier for me to get all the nutrients that I need on a day-to-day basis. Anyway, let's not dawdle anymore and open the box and see what I've actually got. I'm not very good at this box opening thing ever. Right. Again, as always. One thing I will say about myprotein though is the delivery and packaging is actually amazing. I think I ordered this 2 days ago. Well, it was the night. So wait, what day is it today? It's now Friday, and I ordered this on Wednesday night. So that's literally like a day to get my stuff, and it arrived quickly, and it's always well packaged and well looked after. I've never had an issue with myprotein whatsoever in all the years that I have actually been using them. Enough of me rambling anyway, let's actually see what I've got in the box. Free shaker. Blender bowl. Got some pre-workout, raspberry lemonade flavour. Talk about more of that in a second. Liquid chalk, because it ran out, obviously. Adverts. Oh, Gray's box. Ah, this stuff's good. Bands. Not like drums. And last but not least, myprotein. That's stupid, Andrew. So, as you can see, I've got a nice selection of things to put me on for a while. I'm going to assume that this stuff will last me at least a month or two, if not longer, hopefully, because it is kind of expensive. Well, it's not expensive, it's actually the cheapest. As money goes, it's kind of expensive because I don't have much of it. Anyway, let's get started, and we should probably start with the protein because, well, that's probably the most important thing that I bought to supplement my food. Everything else is kind of bonus and I don't necessarily need it. Well, I don't even need this to be honest, but it will help me reach all my goals and nutrition requirements daily. Let's put it down so you can actually see me. This stuff is Impact Whey Protein. There are other types of protein out there. Obviously, there's casein and stuff, and you've got the ones for vegetarians and vegans and whatnot as well. But this is my choice of protein, mostly because one, it's kind of the cheapest one you can buy. Two, I don't really need fancy stuff, because the difference between this cheap one and the one that probably costs like a tenner more is so minimal that you probably won't even notice a difference overall, unless you're like a professional bodybuilder and are looking to compete in Mr. Olympia or something, which clearly I'm not. One of the main reasons that I actually go with myprotein as a brand is because the protein content per scoop is actually one of the highest I've found. The only ones that are pretty much higher are like Gold Standard Whey by Optimum Nutrition, I think, but they're just so expensive. There's just no need for it really. This tastes great, it mixes great, and it does the job what I need it to do. One of my goals with nutrition, which I've had for for many years, is to try and hit about per pound of body weight, a gram of protein. So that is round about 200 grams of protein per day. These per, I think it's 25 gram scoops, let's check. Yes, these per 25 gram scoops get about 19 to 20 grams of protein per scoop, obviously. Which is actually a pretty high percentage. One thing also I love about myprotein is that the content, other than the protein in the whey, is also not just made up of sugar. So you get a little bit of carbs, a little bit of fat, but overall there isn't that much sugar content in this. It is mostly just pure protein. Myprotein as a brand actually have a massive range of flavors as well. I always find it hard to choose between what flavour I want to buy and what I want to try out. I have a couple of go-to flavours, and this is possibly my favourite, maybe on par with another one. This flavour is blueberry, and I absolutely adore the blueberry flavour. It's amazing. It's so like refreshing, and it's not overly sweet. It actually tastes fruity. And when it comes to flavours of protein, you're going to be drinking it a lot, so you might as well pick something that you're going to enjoy while you drink it. Anyway, that's enough of the whey protein. I'm sure you don't need to hear me rambling on about how much protein is in this powder. Just know that it's good, it's worth the purchase, and if you've never had anything, you should order from myprotein, which, if you're interested, I'll put a link in the description for like a referral code type thing, and you'll get some money off. I think it's either 5 or 10% or something, but it's definitely worth looking for if you want to get some protein. Moving on to the next item, which is this stuff, which is myprotein's own blend of pre-workout. Honestly, I don't really use this all the time, but lately and last year I kind of got a little bit addicted to drinking energy drinks, mostly Monsters, which to be honest aren't the best thing in the world because 1, they're full of chemicals, 2, they cost a lot, and 3, they're carbonated and also won't be the best for my teeth. So this year I'm going to be trying to use this stuff more often, which is a lot more cost effective as well, because I get like 30 servings per this for 20 something pounds, whereas a Monster is £1 or more per serving. So overall it'll help me save money, and also these taste amazing. Last time I bought this though, they had like a blue raspberry flavour which tasted like the blue Powerade drink, which I adore as well, but sadly they seem to have stopped making that flavour. So instead I'm going to be trying this one, which is raspberry lemonade flavour. Hopefully it's good, it sounds it, and they usually are pretty good. myprotein kind of lives up to the hype with the flavours. When it comes to this though, it is much better for you than a energy drink. Not only does it contain caffeine, which is kind of what you want for the energy boost for your workout, it also contains lots of vitamins and a couple of minerals and stuff, and it also has things in it to help you with recovery and other things in the gym. It has creatine in it, a few branched chain amino acids, it's also got B vitamins in it. Just everything in it is just generally what you would need for energy and recovery during and after the gym. This next item though, this one is kind of pretty obvious what it is, what it does, and why I need it. This is liquid chalk. I've bought this from a couple of different companies, and you'd assume they're all the same, but this is possibly my favourite liquid chalk out of the ones I've tried, mostly because it works the same as every single other one, but this particular brand seems to stick to my hands more. Some of the other ones kind of flake off and just end up being too powdery when they've dried, and because of my commercial gym that I work out in, I'd much prefer it to have something that's a little bit neat and tidier and a bit more manageable to clean up. This one is free, don't really care about that, but I'll still mention it in a second. But this purple thing here, these which are still in the packet, are my new resistance bands. Because I'm training on the conjugate method from the new year, obviously, I need a few different tools to help me vary the exercises over the course of time. Instead, I know you can run the conjugate system with just straight weights and do different rep ranges and the same thing over and over again, but I don't really want to be doing that. I want to be doing the more varied style of the conjugate system, so I'm going to be training with bands in different ways and using other tools I have, such as the slingshot and things like that. So last year sometime I had a pair of these, but they were kind of old because I'd had them for a few years, and unfortunately one of them snapped when I was using them during a workout. A little bit sad, but kind of expected because I did get a few years use out of them. And these ones are myprotein's purple bands, which are kind of a mid-range tension band. I think they go, I think it tells me in the back, doesn't it? Yep, so they go from 11 kilos resistance up to 36 kilos resistance, which is kind of great for deadlifts. That's what I mostly use them for. Also, bands are a great way of building speed off the floor because it hits a sticking point halfway up which you kind of have to force yourself through. So you've got to keep that acceleration going from off the floor. And overall, bands are a great training tool to use if you want to build some explosive power. Last but not least is this thing, which I'm not really that bothered about, but I will mention just because myprotein, I've threw it in for free, which is not the worst thing in the world. I have other shaker bottles, obviously, but it's always nice to get a free gift. Not even necessarily that if I'll use it or not, but I'm sure I'll find a use for it at some point, because as everyone knows, the more protein you drink, and if you don't really look after your cups properly, they end up smelling like something has died in them. But as I said, I'm not too bothered about this. I've not paid for it, but it's just a nice gift to have from myprotein. So thanks for that. All of these items, these supplements and accessories and tools and whatnot are going to help me reach my goals this year. I'll probably have to buy more in a couple of months, like especially with these two, because they go through them pretty fast because I have a fair few shakes a day. But these are going to help me reach my goals throughout the year and help me stay on track with my nutrition. Because as I've said before, nutrition has been one of the biggest factors in me not really gaining that much strength over the past year or so. Because let's be honest, food is expensive. Well, good food is expensive, and it's actually quite hard to eat as much as you need to sometimes when you have a job and other things going on in your life. Anyway guys, it has been a pleasure to unbox this. It's nice to always receive some things in the post that I need for the gym. I'm looking forward to trying all of these things out, and I'm sure I'll update you in the future about how good they are and what I'm doing with them. But for now, I just wanted to give you a little insight into what I've bought from myprotein and what I'm going to be doing with it. Thanks for watching anyway, and remember guys, if you want to buy anything from myprotein, it'll be in the description below. We can both save some money. You can save some money, I can save some money. That's always good. And as always, if you like the video, remember to like the video. Like, subscribe, share, comment, do whatever you want, and I'll see you all next time. Peace! Aside from my soul,